my name is Kendall. My pronouns are they, she, and I am bisexual. My coming out story is kind of funny because I didn't get to come out, not because someone outed me, but because I thought my parents already knew, because I would make a lot of offhand comments being like, oh, that boy's really cute, or like, that woman is like really hot. And they just were like, oh, you mean she's cute? I'm like, no, she's hot. Like, she's really, really hot. And they're like, okay. So the coming out didn't happen to my parents at the same time. They happened at two different events. The first one was with my mom. I was telling her on the way back from like, we're shopping or something, and I was telling her about how two of my best friends had come out as trans and had changed their names. And my parents are very accepting of my friends. All my friends are queer and they're all chill with that and stuff. And so my mom was like, okay, cool. You know, you have to remind me to make sure the names are correct all the time. And I go, well, yeah, sure. And as we're going up this hill, my house is on a hill. And so we're at this incline like this, and she's driving and she goes, so Kendall, and it's this long pause. And I'm like, oh God, is she gonna ask me if I'm like trans too? And she goes, are you bisexual or are you gender fluid? And I go, those are two different things. That's gender and sexuality. I'm still figuring out the gender one. I'm like, no, I definitely am bisexual. And she goes, oh, good, because you definitely like boys. And I was like, cool. So that was my mom. And then with my dad, this was like, I think like a couple months after that. I thought that my mom had told my dad already, so I was like, they both know now. Apparently my dad did not know, despite me like wearing bi flag pride pins everywhere. So we were helping one of my other best friends get a binder for her partner, and he was really anxious the entire time. He's like, am I doing this? Is this bad? Like, no, you're doing a good thing, Dad. And and so we get home and we're about to make dinner, and he goes, so Kendall, what are you? And I'm like, what do you mean by that statement? He's like, so are you gay? Do you need I'm like, yeah, I'm gay, I'm bisexual. And he goes, okay, cool, pass the lettuce. And that was the end of the conversation. So now my mom is like getting me these wonderful pride stuff, these pride shoes from Vans, along with these pride socks from Barnes & Noble. My parents are very supportive, and I'm very lucky. I have a lot of friends who don't have very supportive friends. So my parents are always the ones that are like being their parental guardian, I guess, of like safety and home. We always tell my friends, my mom and my dad were like, hey, if your friends need a place to go, our house is open. And I was like, it definitely is. So I feel very privileged that I have parents that are so supportive of who I am. And if I had to give any advice, I mean, I would just, if you can, just be who you are and surround yourself with friends who are accepting. Yeah.